Welcome back. Lesson 3. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how you can find an unknown angle in a right angle triangle using trigonometry, and more importantly, how to use the calculator to find those angles. Okay, how do we find an unknown angle in a right angle triangle? Well, before we do that, we have to know the calculator. This is the calculator that I'm using, the FX100 AU+, but there are so many calculators out there that will do the same thing. Before we start, we need to know how to calculate an unknown angle. So looking at this first example, I've got sine theta equals 0.3907. Now you'll notice the theta is the unknown. We don't know what it is. So in order to calculate it, on my calculator I need to press shift before I actually press the sine button. Once you press shift sine 0.3907, you'll see your calculator displays 22.998. Well, I want to round that to the nearest degree, so press your degree minute button, which is we call it the bubble button, and you should get an answer of 23 degrees. Okay, let's try one with a fraction. How about tan theta equals a half? Again, theta is the unknown, so to find the angle I need to press shift tan. Once I press shift tan, put 1/2 equals, correct, 26.505. Press the degree minute button and you should get an answer of 27 degrees. Final one, we'll try cos theta equals 14.5 over 23.7. Again, as you can see, we don't know the angle, so shift tan will allow me to find the angle 14.5 over 23.7, giving me a calculator display of 52.279. Once I press my degree minute button, I end up with 52 degrees. Okay, now that you know how to calculate it, let's actually apply this to some right angle triangles. Okay, let's start with finding unknown angles now in a right angle triangle. In this first example, let's find the value of beta. Well, remember, the first thing we do is we label our sides in reference to angle beta. And as you can see, we have the opposite and we have the hypotenuse. Well, based on my SOHCAHTOA, we know that's the sine ratio. So let's set up the equation. Sine beta is equal to 3/10. Now remember, beta is the unknown. We need to find that. And in order to find an angle, we need to press the shift key on our calculator. So we're going to press shift sine 3/10 equals, there it is. You can actually press the degree minute button. And let's take this to the nearest minute, which reads 17 degrees, 27 minutes. That's it. It's as simple as that. But let's give a second example a go. How about in this second example, why don't we call the angle this time theta? Well, first thing I'm going to do is label my sides. I have the opposite and the adjacent. I don't have the hypotenuse. So I'm remembering from SOHCAHTOA, tan, that's it. The trigonometric equation for tan is tan theta is equal to 17.2 over 23.8. I don't have the angle, so I need to press shift. Shift tan 17.2 over 23.8 equals, and I end up with an answer of 35.85. This time I want the nearest degree, so I'm going to press my degree minute button, and I end up with 36 degrees. Let's just do one more example. This time I'm going to call the angle alpha. Well, remember, alpha is just the first letter of the Greek alphabet, but it's also an unknown. So I'm going to label my triangle. I've got the adjacent and the hypotenuse. Adjacent and hypotenuse. That's right, it's cos for the car. So cos alpha equals 0.6 over 1.5. My angle's the unknown, so I've got to press that shift key. Shift cos 0.6 over 1.5 equals. We get an answer. I'm going to go straight into the nearest degree here, so I'll press the degree minute button. There it is, 66 degrees. It really is very simple. Remember, when you're trying to find the angle, you've got to press the shift key before you press your sine, cos or tan. Now, if you like this, give us a thumbs up, like it, subscribe. We have further examples and some worksheets for you, waiting for you. That end part didn't quite go.